Hey guys, thank you guys for watching my channel, Stock and Cryptocurrency Investments. I want to thank you all for following me lately. I really appreciate it. Starting to build my channel slowly but surely. If you guys like comedy and stuff like that, I do have a page on Facebook. It's called Prank TV. It's super popular. I believe I'm already at 160. I am promoting it, so super cool. But let's get started on the conversation today. Today I want to talk about a stock. I ended up getting into a stock recently. I ended up going all in on it. And the reason why I did that is because I had a gut feeling and I was looking at projections and I read up on what the stock was and what company that it came from. And I put two and two together and I kind of knew that there was a differentiation, that this, since it was brand new, had a more chance of being successful. And I was right. So I want to talk about this place. It's called Luckin Coffee. Now, a week ago, I ended up investing all my money into it. I invested, I think, $800 into it. And I bought it at $2.05 a share. Now, when I was looking at the projections, I could kind of see a incline and a decline, which was normal. However, what you want to look for when you're trying to buy a stock is you want to look for a constant gain, but a slight decrease. That's how you know that the market is healthy. That stock in particular is healthy, and that's how you know that that stock has a potential of going up based on the numbers. Now, right now, Luckin Coffee is up 58% in the last 3 days, mainly because I've been tweeting a ton trying to promote this place. And the reason why I'm so passionate about it is, one, I have all my investments in there, and two, the place actually started, I believe, in 2017. They are located in China. They started at 9 stores, and now they have 4,500 stores. They are the biggest coffee chain in China. One of the most smartest and sophisticated countries in the world. Has one of the biggest coffee chains in all of the world that is currently inside their country. Now, they dominated Starbucks by over 300 stores. They took on what Starbucks could not. Starbucks, it took them years to even get that far. They had to constantly try to adapt based on trends rather than actually adapting based on person-to-person interaction and how each person drinks their cup of coffee and how each person enjoys their cup of coffee. They mainly went on a trend of quality and sophistication rather than actually going on a trend that was beneficial to everybody. And they're clearly more expensive, and so they're mainly targeting one audience. Luckin Coffee, their goal is to be cheaper, their goal is to be more efficient, their goal is to be technology driven and data driven, and that is one thing you want to see when it comes to a brand new company coming in today's market. Today's economy is all about technology, and if you aren't meeting those technological expectations, you're never going to reach your full potential. Now, currently, I am sitting at, let's see, my portfolio diversity is bouncing around like crazy right now, but the most recent one is 96.19% portfolio diversity. Today, I earned over $558. Now, earlier today, I was at, I think, 800. Lost a little bit, and that's normal. And that has to do with the popularity of the stock. Right now, the stock is at 57%. Now, currently, I am investing with Robinhood. And the reason why Robinhood is so good is because it's very easy to use, and it makes a lot of sense. And the bar graphs and the numbers and investing and the volumes all make sense. Not clutter with a bunch of data-driven, sophisticated words that make no sense. It's all actual cut to the chase, cutthroat kind of scenarios that make things really easy when it comes to investing. And that's what you want when it comes to an investing app. So currently, I know the other day the volume was really low. But today's market is 232 million. That is the volume of how many stocks are being held by investors. The other day, it was like, I think, 90 million. So we went up a ton, which is awesome. But what I mainly wanted to focus on, too, is when it comes to a stock that's trying to be successful, you want a stock that has a short history of being successful in general. So, for example, this stock is 56% right now. A couple days ago, it wasn't even close to that. I think it was like 5 or 10%. It was nothing. Now, it was enough to kind of get noticed, but right now, it's one of the most profitable stocks on the market right now as we speak. It has the most highest gains today, and there's no other stock that competes with it currently, based on its overall gains. So, which means that on the charts all over the place, when you go to your search tool in your stock history, you go to Google and you look up what stocks are up for the day, this is going to be in the top 10 of the most successful stocks today currently, which means that it's going to attract people from all over the place. It's going to attract successful people. It's going to attract rich people. It's going to attract every person from every diversity in every successful part of the economy. It's going to attract them, which means that there's going to be more pushing and pulling when it comes to prices. And that means that the price is going to go whoop, whoop really fast. It's going to decrease in bigger chunks, and it's going to increase in bigger chunks. And that's something to expect. If you want to invest into a stock, you're going to want to invest into it while it's low. The 3-month loss based on the coronavirus for the stock in particular has lost $38, I believe. And now it has lost $36. So it's inclining at a very high, rapid speed. Tomorrow, I'm predicting it to be at least $10 to $13 in price by the end of the day. That's what I think it's going to go up as far as value-wise, because sometimes it takes until the end of the day for people to actually hear about something, and that's normal based on, what people are doing, their occupation, if they're busy constantly. At the end of the day, when everybody's sitting at home relaxing, they're eventually going to hear about this stock, and they're going to want to invest regardless. So tomorrow when you wake up, the stock's going to immediately shoot up to $7 or $8 instantly. There's no doubt. And that's why I'm telling people to be careful when you invest. But when it comes to investments like these, when in one day it shoots up 58%, that's a sign from the market to invest into that stock regardless of the situation. You invest into it at 407 currently, in which it is standing right now. Tomorrow you might wake up to it being $7, $8. And when that happens and you have 80 stocks, you just gained yourself about $180 to $200 just in raw cash. So just keep that in mind. Also keep in mind, guys, the second you get a taste of gaining money, don't pull your money out. That's one of the worst mistakes any investor can ever do, is pull their money out. Especially if you're investing on your own, you have no one doing it for you. You want to make sure that you keep your money in there as long as possible. You want to make sure that if you're going to take your money out, you want to wait for a full day of decreasing. So which means is tomorrow, let's say it drops 30%. You want to wait for that to pan out. You want to wait for the following day after tomorrow to see if maybe it'll go back up. And like I said before, stocks are based on vocal motivation. So if anybody's kind of promoting it, if people have a reason to invest into something, they will invest into it. And that's just the reality of it. So just keep that in mind, guys, when you're investing from here on out. Take your time, but do not be afraid to plunge when you're seeing increases of this substantial increases like this. Hands down, if it's a low value and you can afford it, just go all in. Don't worry about it. You can even put 50% aside and just invest 50% here and there. That's what I would do. But personally, I know for a fact that I'm already gaining money, so whether or not I win or lose today, not a big deal to me, because I'm gaining money and I've learned something, and I learned how the market works. Thank you guys for watching my channel. Feel free to subscribe and share on all your social media. Thank you, guys. Peace.